Hey comrades, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Richie. Now, the object of this episode is to push into the Scarlet Dawn territory and try to liberate as much of their resource and territory as possible, with the ultimate goal being to destroy their headquarters. Secondary goal would be to capture all the resource points, and third goal would be to eliminate any mobile fleets that they have. So these three ships are going to be the vanguard of the fleet. First one you're familiar with, it's the Aurora, veteran of the Yonks campaign. Done rather well in that campaign, I think, and hopefully they can carry on doing me good service. Second ship is the Justice. This is the super duper mega capital ship that I mentioned. Armed with laser cannons, missiles, missile defences, more missiles. Got flat cannons as well. Overall, I think it's rather a nasty piece of work for the enemy, and it should make short work of them. Well, I think it has torpedoes as well. That is, of course, a little lag due to this sheer size of it. Have a look. Yep, torpedoes have quite a few of them. And last, but certainly not least, is the Deliverance, veteran of the Lightning Hoods campaign. I'm hoping it carries on the good service it's given me, since it's been one of the most reliable battleships I've ever built, and probably the oldest battleship still in service. Now, of course, I'm not sending all these in alone. Let me just pull up the map and I'll show you what I'm sending in. I'll pull those out of play as well to make it go a bit quicker. These units here, it's got 3 refineries with the Osprey leading it. The Osprey is the construction vehicle built off the Mosquito. Well, you know, the one that acts as a VTOL. Supporting that, I've got the Furious, the Courageous, 3 Katyushas, and also 4 mobile AWACSs, which I'll deploy as I go along. Now, the enemy headquarters is right up in the top corner, so you can see there's quite a bit of territory. Also, a good chance that the enemy could launch a counter-attack into my territory, seeing as I've got quite a few borders with them. So for the defensive fleet, I've got the Penelope Calliope, the Destroyer fleet led by the Woolworth, and a Nemesis fleet. I've also got in reserve a couple of Dolphins, Cherokee and Amazon, but they're, well, I'm not overly relying on them. I've also got a refinery here for refueling them, and the Hornet's going to be the ultimate fallback in case it breaks through the front fleets. So the next territory I'm going to capture is going to be this one here, since it has a nice resource zone I can capture. So first things first, I'll get war declared on them, and get back to it once we're beginning the battle. So as usual, we'll get the Katyushas across their territory and provoke their fleet.
Moving out.
And you'll see we've got the fleet already getting ready to move in. I think we'll let the Justice make its combat debut here. So I'll move him into position and get ready to engage him. His fleet's moving very slowly for some reason, I don't know why. It seems it's actually quite high altitude. Okay, so we'll position him here, and we're up against a Paladin, which it looks like is in space. We've got a Galaxy, a Fission, and another Fission. So, like I said, this the Justice, the super battleship, is quite a large ship, so this may cause a little bit of lag when we get into the battle. Beautiful. Look at that firepower going away there. And yeah, this is, I think, one of the laser satellites. I think even though the lasers look like stopping short, they are actually getting through. Yeah, of course they are. And they're shredding him like tinfoil. That's always a beautiful sight. In fact, I don't think it'll take long. Oh, missiles are able to get hold of him. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be around for much longer now. And since the lasers have stopped, I'm going to wager that he's dead. And of course, they're going to be looking to the next target, which is, I think, one of the Fissions. So let's just close in a little bit and see how he's doing. Hopefully once the fishing gets into the water, the torpedoes will be able to make short work of him. In the meantime, the missiles and the combination of lasers look like they're doing quite a good job with him. Well, they're actually on target anyway. Looks like the lasers are a little bit off target at the minute, so I might need to just make a little adjustment between battles. And the laser defences look like they're knocking off most of them. And he looks like he's trying to circle around me. For all look at that'll do him. Yep, that's beautiful. Let's actually check the AI equipment, see if we can make a slight adjustment to them. I need to just just pull that down a little bit, just so they recalculate every second where he is. And I think that should improve his. Yep, looks like it improved the accuracy of it a little bit. Seeing pieces of his hull being chopped out there. It did take me quite a while to build this battleship as well. Went through quite a lot of testing. It's got heavy armour as the inner hull, metal in the outer hull, and then light armour on the outside of it, just to keep the damn thing afloat. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at all those pieces coming out of him. And I think he's stopped now. I think he's just going to drop into the water any second now. If not, show another round of missiles will do the job. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I think he's had it now. It must be AI since we're not targeting him anymore. Which means he'll probably start disintegrating. Yep. I think I'm just seeing his death throes as he falls to pieces. Almost like we're targeting the next of his pals. Looks like we're seeing missiles from him coming in. I'm pretty sure that my missile defences can stop those. Well, it's kind of a moot point if they fall short. I think this one's a fission as well. Let's double check. Yeah, that's a fission. So we've still got the Galaxy to spawn in. I think the Galaxy's actually got sub vehicles as well, so he is kind of a mini carrier in his own right. Let's just see how the laser defences do. Mixed results, really. He has got plenty of hull to punch through, though, so I should take him a little bit of time. Looks like he's going to pass close by again, like his pal did. I think he'll probably end up having the same kind of result, actually. Certain destruction. Once he swings around, we should be able to broadside him with the guns. In fact, I could probably move the shell. Well, no point in moving now. Looks like we're on target with him. And he's stopped. No, he's not stopped targeting him, just temporarily paused. Yep, they're ripping through that armour, no problem. I don't think he's got any smoke dispensers on or anything like that. So that kind of makes it for some reason. Cause it slow down. It might be something to do with the fact that I've got all these missiles in the air, maybe. And all the lasers and everything going on. Last time I did this campaign, I think I used a deliverance and I was able to hold them off, pretty much. I think it was actually deliverance that finished him off in the end. And it looks like... And again, maybe not. Nope, I think we're just going to see him drop into the water, disintegrate, and the next one should be coming in any second now. Yep, he's flying into the air, just doing somersaults for me. Oh, nice of him. Thankfully, it's given me a bit of a reprieve to get my ship repaired. He uses boilers inside as well, steam boilers set to turbines too, which feed in batteries and electric engines. So I think it will be quite expensive consuming resources. It'll also be quite effective in consuming enemy ships as well. Yep, I didn't know a good split targeting like that. But yep, the main one drawing most of the fire. I think like his little one's seen quite a few explosions there, so it could be out of the action pretty shortly. I'm pretty sure we can stop that cram shell, so... Oh, and they're repairing as well, which is always sneaky. Will it destroy it? Yep, it's destroying a cram missile easily enough. I think the missiles are splitting targets, not quite sure what to go for. Oh, he's got laser defense as well. But not quite enough to overwhelm, not quite enough to deal with this overwhelming spam of him. Looks like he's launching his own, but I think they're probably not going to reach actually. No, I could be wrong actually. Yeah, looks like they're trying at least. And I think he looks like he's on a collision course here. Unless he's going to do what his buddies have done and just go around the side or something like that. Yeah, I think he's done for now. Yeah, see, most of the front of him is actually gone now. So yeah, I think my ships are targeting the little drones. Seen some nice explosions from them. It's always gratifying to see. I think that's pretty much it for this first fleet. I think what I'll do is I'll rely more on my little ships like the Deliverance, and I might risk the Aurora, but I'm not sure how well it'll do against these kind of ships, to be honest. I think they'll use the Aurora as a backup in Deliverance and Justice as a main forces. And I've got the other two carriers as well, but I think they're going to be quite vulnerable to these kind of laser-powered ships. So I'll use those in reserve and only bring them into play if we start to get a pounding. But that's this fleet done for. We can capture the resource point now. I think the other factions are actually quite liking me thrashing the Scarlet Dawn, so if so, it'll mean less chance of me actually having to fight them at the same time. And I really don't want to be fighting multiple factions at the same time if I can avoid it.
Moving out.
And now on to the next territory. I plan to do this sort of zigzagging all the way through until we get up to the top corner. And it looks like that fleet spotted us.
Listening.
I think what I'll do is I'll bring the Deliverance in this time. Position him here, transport to him. And we're up against a Palladium, a Duskblade, a Fusion, a Flare, and a Galaxy. So let's do this. Now let's zoom in and see what they're up to. I think he's just attacking at long range. It doesn't seem to be doing much. I think it's possible he's probably got the Naval AI card, which is how he's able to broadside. Okay, let's see what the other ones are doing. Looks like he's coming at me straight on now. And judging by all the little puffs of smoke, and I think we're actually doing quite a bit of damage to him. I think the cram cannon's going into play there, but whether it'll hit or not is another question. And I think he's just a little bit too fast for my missiles. But thankfully not for the lasers, which isn't actually doing as much damage to him as I'd hoped, really. But nevertheless, he is doing damage, so I don't think we should snuff at that. Looks like the crams have hit this other ship that's coming in now. Let's close in a little bit and see how we're doing. I think they're gonna hit. No, just a little bit too fast for him. I think what I'll do is I'll target this fella first.
Engaging now.
If we fire everything at him, we should be able to take him down pretty quickly. Don't think they've got any ramming. Don't think they do any ramming this Scarlet Dawn. Just to be on the safe side, I'll try and take him out before he gets too close, and that's done beautiful. Looks like the crams have hit there, and something's hit there. Could be the torpedoes, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, a combination of lasers and crams just doesn't really effective job. Looks like he's slowed down there, so it could be... Yep, I think he's stopped, so he's either... Yeah, he must be dead in the water. I think we got his AI. Let's just zoom out a little bit so we can see what's going on. That flying one doesn't seem to be doing that much, really. He's not really attacking or anything like that. Just the odd missile spam, but I'm not too worried about that. I think the point defense lasers can deal with that. Looks like we've taken out part of him, so he's going flying off course a bit there. I think his pal's dead in the water, so nice target for the cram cannons. And let's see what damage we've taken from this so far. Not looking too bad. A bit of damage here and there. Some damage to the crams. It's a little below the water. We do much some of the top deck guns that are slightly damaged. I'm thinking it might do well just to supersize something like this and make a bigger version of Deliverance. Let me know what you think in the comments if you want to see a bigger version of this and we'd spend time looking at it together. At this point I've got quite a few ideas for stuff to build, there's just too many ideas sometimes. What's he doing now? I think he's just kind of running away but struggling to actually steer or anything like that. Is he cockeyed in the sky there? It looks like he is actually. Or is he just doing one of his I'll run away and stupidly manoeuvres? Or he could be dead. Is he actually dead? No, he's not dead, he's just flying away as quickly as he can. I think if he doesn't turn around, I'm going to be actually struggling to finish him off because he's just going to keep running to the end of the Earth. Or the ends of Nita, should I say. I hate it when this happens. I think I'm going to have to pull... Is he actually coming round? If he's pulling around, I should be able to deal with him, otherwise I might have to restart the battle. Which is always irritating when stuff like that happens. No, it looks like he's getting control and I think he's heading back in. So hopefully the lasers and Deliverance will pick him back up again. I think they're probably just a bit out of range at the minute, which is why they've stopped firing. It looks like he's taken quite a bit of damage. I think it's all the advanced cannons. Yeah, I think they're advanced cannons on the side of it. And obviously the missiles that we saw. Yeah, he has taken quite a bit of damage, hasn't he? I noticed with this Scarlet Dawn as well, they seem to have a two-tier colour scheme. One's mainly red with bits of black, and the other one's black with bits of red. Kind of an oddity, really. I'm not sure if it's meant to represent anything in-game. Actually, I've not. It might be the case of that the black ones are mainly the flyers, and the red ones are mainly the ships. And they're saying that now we've turned him into a ship. Oh dear. Let's check the map and see what the hell he is doing. Okay, plan B. I'm gonna move the Deliverance in to fight him. It also means I can capture the territory as well once we get in close. I'll need to switch my views back to this one so I can see where he is. And yeah, it looks like we're making quite a bit of resources off this campaign as well, which is nice. a bit more like it. Let's turn over a bit more so I can get the broadside going. And that's beautiful. I think he's probably going to be out of range of the missiles. I think I'm going to mainly have to rely on the lasers to pick him off. Let's just check the map to see how much damage we're doing. No, I think it's out of range again. This is going to be quite a frustrating battle. Oh, he's back in range again. And here comes his buddy now. They realised that he's quite a big threat and decided to focus just on him, thankfully. So we then had a look and get the crams. Yep, get the crams going on as well. I think this is the Galaxy. I think he's doing the other guy's doing the aerial manoeuvre off, fly up into the sky, then drop straight down again. And it looks like quite a wide spread for the frag missiles that he's got there. I just think, to be honest, with frag shells are a lot more effective when you make them pretty narrow. Though I do believe there is a 2.0 version coming up soon, which will actually make the kind of pin shot frag shells a little less effective. But it's not quite there on version 2 yet, so I can still rely on it for now. Looks like oh, nice! They got a hit from the cram shells there. It's always nice to see him when they get good shots in there. High explosive on him really packs a punch. Okay, I think since he's moving a little bit faster than me, I'm going to swing around to the left of port and try and get him out with a starboard broadside. I think at this range, if I carry on making a profit on materials, I can afford to bring in yet another battleship that I've been working on. It's on the Kamchatka. I think I'll progress on for this episode at least with these ships I've got for now. I'll bring in the Kamchatka if I actually need it, just in case the Scarlet Dawn decide to launch a counter-attack into my territories which I need to defend. And if so, you'd probably use a Kamchatka for that. And this is beautiful, just seeing shot after shot from the crams landing. Nice combination of weapons. The lasers can bring down fast, quick-moving targets. And the crams can cause massive damage to slow-moving targets. Plus the torpedoes and missiles help as well. I do love those explosions. Scarlet Dawn War, Marco Bay Edition. I think with all that's going on, I think he's going to be deader now. I don't think anyone can withstand that kind of punishment. And Deliverance has actually not been too badly damaged, as far as I can tell, has it? A little bit of damage to the lasers. Some of the cram barrels have been shot. What's going on here? Looks like we've got some damage to the forward engine compartment. Nothing too major though. As long as I keep my starboard side to him, it should be okay. And yeah, I think he is dead now. Looks like my lasers are targeting the other ones. Have we won? Looks like that one that was flying around like an idiot's dead now. So now we've got the galaxy disintegrating. That's disintegrating. And the Palladium. Let's have a look what he's doing now. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be designed on anything. Let me know in the comments if it bears a passing resemblance to any sci-fi ships or anything. I know a while ago with the Scarlet Dawn, they had like a Star Destroyer. I think they withdrew that for some reason. Might be copyright, I don't know. They certainly did. Certainly the one the Scarlet Dawn used to have bore way more than just a passing resemblance to it. Practically was a Star Destroyer, to be honest. This guy's not doing too well against the lasers. He's got his own lasers, but I don't think they're doing too much damage. 96% on me versus his 92%. And bearing in mind I've already been in battle so far, so I've already taken damage. But yep, we're going to afford this rate of attrition, to be honest. I just don't think he can. Although the accuracy of them isn't overly brilliant. Let's have a look at my ship, see what damage we're taking, if any. Ouch, yeah, we are taking quite a bit of damage. A bit heavier than expected, to be honest. Let's have a look at the map. I'm down to 93% and he's down to 89%. So we are steadily winning. I think I'm just about... I think the fact I've got my avatar repairing will probably tilt it a little bit. The fact that it's so high in the damn sky, it doesn't help either. Nonetheless, he is getting shredded steadily, so... Ouch. Yeah, I think I'll need to take manual control of the weapons. And ouch, he's done quite a bit of damage there. It's not looking too good, this. Manual control should do the trick. I think when Roberts was playing this campaign, I think he struggled against this thing as well. That's better, we're getting some shots in there now again. As long as we can keep shooting at him, we should be okay. Although we'll probably need to pull out of battle for some repairs after this. I can't really come out to check how I'm doing health-wise compared to him, otherwise I need to shoot this laser. Yep, he's taking out the AI as well, which isn't good. But won't go down without fight anyway. I think it's descending for some reason, which means the lasers will probably improve. My lasers will probably improve marginally with their effectiveness. And hopefully with their accuracy as well. I think this is going to be a damn close fight, to be honest. I think it could be anyone's game at this point. It looks like he's only got one of his turrets firing. So the less he has firing, the more better it is for me. If he keeps dropping in altitude as well, that's going to make it improve my chances. I think they stopped firing for some reason. guy is still dead. Place your bets now, sit on who wins this one. Gamble that the Deliverance will just about win this one. It's going to be a bit of a costly victory. Exactly, I think he is steadily dropping in altitude. And looks like my AI's back online now. Yep, I can hand over control back to him. What I'll do is I'll transfer into the control thing and try and get a broadside going. Since the guns have stopped firing, is he dead? No, he isn't. Look at the damage. Lost me forward main gun. Thankfully the boiler's still working. Working out quite a bit of power, which is helping quite a bit. A lot of the background cannons out of action. So yeah, victory or defeat rests on this one laser cannon. Of course, any repairs that can get done in the meantime. Damn, I think this is one of the most brutal thrashings the Deliverance has taken. At least in this campaign, anyway. Let's zoom in and see how the shots are doing. I think the fact that he's stopped shooting at me is a bonus as well. It means that the balance of power is shifting. He's down to 70%, and I'm at 89%. So I think I am steadily winning this one, slowly. Well, it's been going to be a very costly victory. I think I might have to rely more on the justice to win this campaign. I think if I put any of my cruiser destroyers against these guys, they might run the risk of getting their asses kicked. Hopefully if I push on quickly enough with the campaign, I can take out his headquarters and his mobile units before he has a chance to launch a serious invasion of my territory. Because if they do launch a full-out invasion, I think I might be struggling to hold them back. I don't really want to lose this campaign either, having come so far. Yeah, I think it's dropping steadily now. I think it probably is too deep to actually stay. Yep, he's fallen that far now. I don't think he's got the engine power to get back up again. So hopefully the crams should start coming into, well, when they get repaired. If it carries on falling like this, the torpedoes will be able to come into play as well. Like a brick. Yep, into the water where our octopus is to go to die. And it looks like my torpedoes have got have twigged on that he's in the air, he's in the water. So now, yeah, he's dead and done for. All I can say is, phew, that was a damn close battle. I wasn't expecting to face something tough like this. But still, communism has prevailed once again. And with that, I think that's all for this episode. So, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode when we continue the Scarlet Dawn campaign.